Hi, this is Choi with Souljoy, and I'm going to give you a quick kitchen tour so that you can, see how to arrange things in an organized fashion. And really, it's about energetically having things be easy. So let's start here. So first off, come all the way around. So this is my lifeline, the Instant Pot. It's a one-time investment that's costs a lot up front, but then I literally use it twice a day. So every morning I make my oatmeal, and we make a premix every week so that it's super easy. This has flaxseed, hemp seed, and here we have all the ingredients. So we use sprouted rolled oats, and then hemp seeds back here. This is all flaxseed from Trader Joe's, and raisins, and then from Costco. On top, we have the recipe, so it's easy to remember to make each week, and then layer it and mix it up. And then you just put half a cup or a cup in here, double the water amount, boom, I've got breakfast. And then this is a tea box. We used to have a big tea thing, but I recently turned it more into a spice rack down here, because all the spices up here I had to keep shuffling through and it was too much hassle. So this is like easier because I can see the whole spread at once. And then we only put on the counter essentials that we have to use, and it'd be a pain in the butt to have to open and close. Anyway, so we've got the tea in here. We use this all the time to make the tea. My husband does coffee, but I don't like all the grounds and the messiness, and I don't do any caffeine, so he puts it in this nice tea jar for instant coffee. And then these are just some dried almonds, and this is a detox tea that's leftover from a 30-day Ayurvedic detox. If you know Ayurveda, this is every spring and fall is a good time to do Ayurveda detoxes, and with the changing of the seasons, a lot of times our body dynamics change. Anyway, so this is a general detox tea of cumin, coriander, and fennel. And all the bigger things live up here that have bigger bins, than these little guys down here. Anyway, and then this normally has other things in it, but I have nutritional yeast. I need to actually get through it. We put this in our popcorn sometimes, or other it's a nice cheese filler as a vegetarian, mostly vegan person. And then this is a half and half mix of white and brown rice. If it was up to me in my household, I'd be all brown, but because my son loves white rice, I just kind of mix it in so he can't really tell as much, but it's way more nutritious to have brown rice. This is the long forgotten couscous, but I need to come up with some new recipes to be able to do that. I don't really use this much, but I do use it every now and then. These are collected over the years of all the different phases of, I used to be a huge meat eater growing up, and then I became vegetarian, then became super vegan, but then I am now a relaxed plant-based person that sometimes every once in a while has fish meat, or every once in a while will have cheese, but I'm mostly plant-based. This is my lovely Korean vegan cookbook. And then this is the other thing we use all the time is our Vitamix. Especially in the summer, we do a lot of frozen bananas. We stash them, I'll show you here. We have all of these guys are frozen banana bits, so we wait until they get really ripe, and then we put them in little pieces so that it doesn't become one blob to go in the Vitamix. So they're little pieces. We roll them up, so whenever we want some ice cream or whatever, we can just throw it in here, and it makes it add a tinge of vanilla. It tastes like vanilla ice cream, I swear to you. Or you can add a bunch of frozen berries, and then it becomes like a milkshake. You can add, I use almond butter a lot, and we have, so again, all the staples that we use day to day. Every day I take magnesium. This is a powder in a bowl, and I take vitamin D. I live in Seattle. We're very sleep deprived, or vitamin D deprived. And then we usually do rice crackers with almond butter. I'm trying to make my own almond butter, so I am experimenting with that because I hate all the plastic that's used for each bottle. And then I put this out here because I make pancakes almost every day. This is a nice gluten-free mix. Highly recommend Pamela's thing. I found it at the grocery outlet. It tastes just like real stuff. And what else? This is Our main go-to pot typically is the cast iron. I can be iron deficient, so this gives me all the extra iron I need. And my husband does often vegetables, so he needs a separate thing for that. This is all of our oils, healthy fats. This is all our Korean cooking uses sesame oil, and then we have our big stash here of like the big thing oil and soy sauce from the H Mart or the other places. This is, I really like Sprouts too, we use that every now and then. Avocado oil, so these are high heat oils, and then some ghee for my mung bean soup that I make every week. Mung bean is a very good, here you can see, this is gonna be my stash to make my own almond butter, but mung bean is at any H Mart. It's at Indian stores, kind of hard, this is almost gone, but anyway, and we have, I'm gluten-free as well, so we've got our polenta, our nuts, and this is really good brown rice quinoa from Trader Joe's. If I'm going to do pasta, I try to lay off of it, but it's gluten-free. I found some super cool gluten-free I want to make jjajangmyeon or Korean meals and dishes, and so these are kind of specialty. I got them online. But normally I have to get like a big thing of it. So, oh my god, there's this Indian store I found in Seattle. It's so cheap there, and you just get big old things of mung dal. So it's a split mung. You make kachari with it, and then it's kind of crazy down there. But that's where we put the big things of rice bags here, and my jjajangmyeon. Or if I make this is sweet potato noodle. This is for japchae, and that's mostly what it's for. This is like leftover, you know, this is like my version of fast food. It's just like, if I don't want to make something, I need something fast and quick to pop in the microwave. This is for my son. He likes soups. Oh look, he loves ramen. So he does all meat and gluten and everything. So our house is very interestingly a hybrid. And then this is, we eat a lot of popcorn. There's a really cool trick. You can just use a bag and put the kernels, like half, you know, this little, it's like a tablespoon. Pop it in here. You just roll it up, put it in for about a minute and a half, and then you wait until the kernels go pop, pop, like 2 or 3 seconds in between. And it's like super light air popped without all the oils. Or we were infamous for always using a pot like this, or even a smaller one for a smaller portion, and you put one layer of oil just to cover the kernel. You don't want the kernel sticking halfway out, but just submersing the kernel, and then you put enough kernels that cover the bottom, and then you shake it like a Jiffy Pop. Makes the best tasting popcorn ever. But anyway, I tend to have a bad habit of eating that late at night, so I try to be minimal on that. This is all our fresh fruits. My husband likes limes in his water. We sometimes do fresh ginger tea. This is for curry typically, or he makes a big stock to eat later. This is our compost bin. Oh my god, I use this a lot. We go through probably 1 bag of compost a day, so that really helps. We have we want to be zero waste as much as possible. Reduce our plastic, so we have the tiniest garbage bin. It's like a tiny thing. And our renter next door uses it, so we are able to, I'm very proud that we are very low waste, but if it wasn't for this compost, that helped a lot. And then this is just obviously sink. We have biodegradable sponges. Not this guy, but these are plants, give juju. All these were gifts. I typically kill my plants, but these are gifts. And then these are some cool things that we made on a date night. That's my husband who made this beautiful dishware. So I was like, oh, we should enjoy it. And yeah, so there's that. Oh, I didn't go through here. Okay, so that's pretty standard. And then we just have, the only thing worth going through is I just kind of organize, like, you don't want too many bowls and plates because that's like stressful, and you also eat more. And so we just have 4 of everything because there's 3 of us, so that gives 1. And so we typically every day go through almost all of it, and then every day it renews. It's just enough. If I ever add more cutlery, it just goes out of control. It's kind of like the notion of if you get a new book you gotta take another book off the shelf, otherwise it just keeps cluttering, and I really don't like that. So we only have like a few plates. I have smaller plates like down here, but that was just back in the day when my son was too small to reach up here. We have big plates, so we only use this for guests or parties. I typically just go through here, and then we have smaller bowls here. So it's like perfectly used for the traffic we need it for. And then same here, we again don't like waste, so we have all glass things. These little guys are really cool because the plastic ones break and I don't like plastic. These are cool, these silicone bags too, instead of plastic bags. And then we have tea stash and other things that we don't use as much because this is hard for me to reach. So I don't, you know, we have a bunch of coconut milk and vegetable broth up here, but I can't reach up there. And this is just the pots and the pans and things, and our bamboo little, this is my son's really nice job of, he's really meticulous with stacking. Okay, there's not a lot here going on. This is just our strainers and all of our towels and our pot holders. This, oh, kind of a mess, but for all the little things here, so I open this a lot when I'm cooking, so I want easy access. And I use mostly these guys every day, and then this every other day. And then the ones I don't use, I put on the top. And then the little ones, I don't want it all mixed in, so I put it on the side. And then these guys are snacks. So I love RX bars because there's nothing but the egg white almond cashew. It's very good to eat right after a workout. You get your 12 grams of protein to rebuild muscles. With other stock things, this is where I put all my seaweed that I eat all the time. And this is really great with kitchery. Yeah, my son eats a lot of ramen. Anyway, not a lot going in there. And then very important to have some cleanliness. So here's the cleaning supplies inside of a bin, so it's all organized and easy to get out and take. Flower vases. This is the tower garden. That's our tower garden. We make fresh produce to cook as well. And then this is our, these are really special micro cloths. They were like $100. It's like some insane amount. But they, without any chemicals, you can just use the mesh material and it like takes off any stain. It's wild. It's just from the microfiber. They went out of business though, so you can't get them now. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the kitchen tour. Thank you.